All right. Hello, hello. My name is Ronaldo, and I'm here to share with you some of my spiritual dreams and visions and stuff like that, my different experiences, give my testimony. I'm going to pray that God blesses me with the right words to uh, tell these stories. So I want to talk about a dream I had about 4 months ago. Mm. I kind of want to talk about some of these dreams. This one stuck with me. It was a very graphic dream. It wasn't very long, but it was graphic. So, very short dream. I was on a field. Either I was on a field or I was watching some other people on a field playing like football, like rough housing, a schoolyard football, at like a park or something like that. And there's tackle football, of course. Men being men. And as the game was going along, one gentleman was a bit more aggressive than the rest, and I never got to see this gentleman's face, the one that was being a little too aggressive. But he was shorter, kind of husky, um, and had a orange hair, like red hair, kind of orangish red hair, kind of like those giant stories, like giant Nephilim stories, where they said that like the red haired giants. But he was like a shorter guy, like a short, kind of stocky, not like an NFL player, but just kind of husky, but very, very, very aggressive and weird, strange. But he was playing football with everybody. And eventually, people started to become a bit frustrated with the guy. So they started to become more physical with him. If any guys watching right now, if we're playing football on a team and somebody becomes too rough with your teammate, you might try to jump in and become rough with the opposite team's player because he's being too rough with people. So that's what was taking place. So the part of the dream I want to get to was one of the players kind of tackled this like red haired, short, husky guy. He I was watching from the pursuer or the tackler, the person who was doing the tackling. I was watching from his point of view. I'm not saying I was the one actually tackling, but I was like watching from his point of view. He wrapped the red haired football player up. The guy with the red hair was being wrapped up by this tackler. And it was kind of like this right here. Like imagine somebody were to come up from behind you and grab you and just grab your shirt. So as the guy with the red hair was being tackled, forgive me, I can't think of the right words to always express myself, but I wasn't the one doing the tackling. It was as if I was watching through the eyes of the person or the defender. That's the best way I can say it. I was watching through the eyes of the defender. So the defender tackled the red haired guy from behind and wrapped him up. But the guy with the red hair grabbed the person's hand, the defender. The guy with the red hair grabbed his hand like this right here. So imagine somebody grabbing your hand, your three fingers like this, and with this other hand, grabbed the same hand and grabbed the other two fingers. So if this is my hand right here, I'm trying to tackle you. You grab these three fingers tight, and then your other hand comes up and grabs the other two fingers. So one hand right here clenching and grabbing these, and one hand right here clenching and grabbing the other three like that. So I have two fingers in this hand and three fingers in the other hand. And the guy with the orange hair did that. He grabbed three here, three fingers here, and two fingers here on one hand. And then he ripped the hand down the middle. And as he did this, he started to become very, very, very like aggressive, as if he was like transforming or something. And he was already very aggressive, very weird, but I never got to see what this guy looked like. Everything I seen was from behind. He was husky, had like red hair. And that's all I really remember from the dream. They went to go get physical with him, a defender. Somebody went to go tackle him. They wrapped him up, and he started getting really, really angry. The guy with the red hair started getting real, real angry. He grabbed three fingers, and with the other hand, grabbed the other two, and then ripped that hand down the middle. And the dream ended. So I don't know if this was like a zombie type thing. I don't know if it was if it was like a Nephilim giant thing. I don't know. I mean, he wasn't like 10 feet tall. We had red hair. I couldn't. I've had zombie dreams before. So I don't know if this was a zombie dream. I don't know if I'm thinking more like a giant type thing. Um, I've heard dreams. I've seen videos online of other people's dreams where uh, a giant was a little kid, like they were able to transform and change sizes. I've seen videos like that before. Maybe that's what's happening here, but I know that it was this guy was too aggressive, and I've never seen anything like that ever. I never heard of anything like that on a football field. I've heard of guys uh, grabbing another man's testicles and stuff like that on the football field. I've heard of crazy things to football, but I've never seen somebody's hand get ripped down the middle before, and that's what this red haired guy did. Once again, didn't see his face, red hair, awkward, was way too aggressive, and it was as if he was starting to transform or something. He got really, 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 really mad and just ripped this guy's hand down the middle. It was very graphic, and then I woke up. So I don't know what anybody else thinks, but that was the dream. So go ahead and leave a comment. If you leave a negative comment, I'm probably not even gonna read it more than once. I'm just gonna just probably block you. So actually, go ahead and leave a negative comment so I can just block you. But yeah, that was my dream. I've had a couple of more dreams like that, but that's the dream I'm gonna get for right now. So until next time, God bless.